Hey guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Let's continue with our SQL series preparation. So in the previous video, we have actually solved one of the questions that has been asked in Meta or Facebook, and that question was of medium level. And today we will solve a little more advanced level question based on the same kind of problem statement. Okay, so basically the today's question is all about Facebook power users. The question says a power user is defined as someone who posts a ton and get a lot of reaction on their particular post. And for the purpose of this question, we can consider a Facebook power user as someone who posts at least twice a day and receives an average of 150 comments or reactions per post. And based on that, we have to write an SQL query to return the IDs of all the Facebook power users along with the number of posts. Cool. So let's see the input table first. That is, we have the input table as user post, that is user id, post id, post date, and also we have the post interactions table, that is post id, comments and reactions. And we need to write a SQL query to return the IDs of all the Facebook power users. So basically we need to find the user ID first, then the total posts, that for each user id what is the total number of posts and the average interactions. As okay, so that is how we can actually calculate. So let's jump to our notepad where we have already written the particular create statement. Okay, I think we need to put some values also. Post interactions table, user post, so we can take this from here. All right, so we have the create table, user post and the post interaction, and we have inserted the tables inside the user post and post interaction. All right, let's write the query. So this we need to query to identify the Facebook power users. All right, so we have understood the question. Let's write the query, and we will be taking the let's see the question once again. We need to write it to return the IDs of Facebook power users along with the number of posts. Okay, so we will be using both the tables here. So from user underscore post, let's alias it as UP. Then we need to join this, join with the table called post interaction. You can just simply copy it. Let's alias it as we can alias it as pi on the common column that we are, that is up dot post underscore id, and that's equal to pi dot post underscore id, because the post id is the common column that is present in both the tables. Perfect. So now what we need, that we need to write in the select statement. So select, we need the user id, that is up dot user underscore id, and what we need, we also need the count of the post id. So count of up dot post underscore id, let's alias it as total underscore posts. And what else we need, we need the average. So average of pi dot comments, so it basically says the interactions of comments plus pi dot reactions. These two are the engagement that is happening for per user id. And I think we can just give it a valid round statement also, so that we can get the perfect output. Comma 2, let's give it to 2 decimal places, and let's alias it as average reactions. Cool. So we have got the user id, we have got the count of use total post ID as total posts, and we have also calculated the average of comments plus reactions. Whatever the summation of comments and reactions we are getting, that average we are calculating. And since we have used the round function in the average, so we need to now use the group by function after the join statement. So group by the columns which are non-aggregated, that is up.user id, except this particular column, all the columns are the aggregated column, that is the count and the average. So we will not be putting those columns in the group by. Only the columns that are non-aggregated, those columns will be put in the group by. That you need to remember. Also we can just do it by date of up dot post underscore date. Cool. Now we have a condition that the count should be greater than equal to 2 and the average should be greater than equal to 150 according to the question. So having this count of this, control C and control V, should be greater than equal to 2, and this is the comment is that at least 2 posts per day. And again we have a condition that the average of the reactions, it should be greater than equal to 150. Let's give a comment as average 150, average 150 interactions per day, sorry, per post it should be. Perfect. I think this is the final query. Let's copy the query, control C. Let's go to our editor, let's paste it. Okay, so all right, let's run it to see whether we're getting the correct output or not. If not, we'll modify the query. Okay, so it's saying we have an error in the SQL. Check the manual near 150. Okay, I think, are we getting in your, and it should be saying average of 1 should be greater than equal to 150. Okay, let's see, we are getting the up.user id, we are getting the count of up.post id, then comma round. I think if I'm not wrong, it should be capital. No. Okay, so it should be comma 2, as since from the table we're then joining with another table, pi on this is equal to this, then we are grouping by user id, comma date of up.post date. Let's capitalize it, date. Then we are finding having count of up.underscore post id should be greater than equal to 2 and the average should be greater than equal to 150. It should be. Okay, let's run it once again to see what we are getting. Okay, so we have got the perfect output. I think there was some mistake in the spaces, that's why we're not getting. So we have got the user id 1, the total number post is 2 and the average reactions is 265. We have got the user id 2, his total post is 2 and the average reaction is 250. So yeah, this is how we can actually calculate this particular query, and it is actually a quite medium level question for these companies, and you can actually expect to get these kind of questions in the interviews when you have successfully cleared the first round of interview on the SQL for the data analyst or Python developer role, or any kind of role where SQL is involved. And to practice such kind of questions, don't worry about it, I will come up with more such questions in the near future. Till then, just keep subscribing the channel and practice the questions that I'm posting in the YouTube. And you can just share this video with someone who is actually preparing for data analyst or business analyst interviews. Until then, keep loving, keep coding. Have a good day, guys.